إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهدي الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد إخوتي في الله فاعلموا أن خير الكلام كلام الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار ثم أما بعد إخوتي في الله Indeed, it was very distressful, disturbing to see our younger brothers, younger sisters reading the news that I read and heard. And these young girls, these young ladies were very impressed, shocked of an act that was performed by this lady, a non-Muslim lady. And what did she do? She auctioned something. On this auction, the auction took so much out of her community that the people were coming forward until she was able to raise over $3.5 million. They were impressed. Very impressed. How could this lady, a kafira, was able to raise, and she was not an old lady, brothers and sisters. But these young girls, our Muslim sisters, were very impressed. But they forgot. They forgot their role in the ummah. And they forgot their responsibility. And they thought, maybe this is the best role model to follow. Maybe if we can all do what this lady did, we can be someone. We can be something that is important in the society. But what did she auction, ya ikhwati fillah? What did she do? And before I tell you this, brothers and sisters in Islam, I want to let you know that in this ummah, and I'm not talking about ummah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam fahasb, but I'm talking about ummah al-iman. We have women, walillahi alhamd, يضرب بهن المثل. اقرأوا إن شئتم قول الله تعالى. And listen to this story of this lady, ya ikhwati fillah. This lady who lived in a palace, who was treated like a goddess, who her requests will never be questioned or was never questioned. Her husband was the most powerful man on earth at that time. Her husband is the man who claimed titles that was never given to a mankind ever before. Her husband was Fir'aun, the man who said, as Allah is stated in the Quran, talking about how arrogant this man was, وَمَا أُرِيكُمْ إِلَّا مَا أَرَى. He told the people that you have no authority to think. You have no right to use your brain. It is I who will guide you. It is I who will tell you what to do, what to say, when to sleep, when to wake up, when to eat, when to rest, when to work. وَمَا أُرِيكُمْ إِلَّا مَا أَرَى. But he was not just a normal dictator, ya ikhwati fillah. Anyone who disobey him, he would be either killed or imprisoned. قال ولئن اتخذت إلها غيري لأجعلنك من المسجونين. لأجعلنك. And this is when he was in very comfortable seating, يا إخوتي في الله. But not only that, is the man الذي استخف قومه ونادى فرعون في قومه قال يا قوم أليس لي ملك مصر وهذه الأنهار تجري من تحتي أفلا تبصرون. And he said, oh my people, don't you see I am the king, the owner of Egypt. وهذه الأنهار, and these rivers flow underneath me. I control everything. But he was not content with that, ya ikhwati fillah. He went to the point when he said, أنا ربكم الأعلى. أنا ربكم الأعلى. But this lady, his wife, آسيا بنت مزاحم, يقول عنها رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم كما في صحيح البخاري من حديث أبي موسى الأشعري قال كون من الرجال كثير. Many men were perfect. Perfect in their manner. Perfect in their humanly, what we can call human perfection. Perfect in their contentment. Perfect in everything, that every way that you look at him. قال ولم يكمل من النساء إلا أربع. When it comes to women, only 4 women were perfect. قال آسيا امرأة فرعون ومريم بنت عمران. And he said the 2 women that he mentioned in the Sahih al-Bukhari, Asiya and Maryam bint Imran. Asiya did not do action like that lady. For her to receive that title, she did not come to the public and say, this is the auction, this is what I have, this is what I can afford, this is what I can offer to you. But she gave something more important than that. And that was Iman. She believed and gave her life for La ilaha illallah. When Fir'aun learned that his own wife accepted Islam and she became the follower of Musa wa Harun, he said, either you come back or I will kill you. I will torture you. I will make you ibrah, lesson for the rest of the people. How could a person from my own family would follow Musa alayhi salam and Harun? And look how he killed her, ya ikhwati fillah. And habada, ya ikhwati fillah. If our sisters in this deen our sister in this society understand that this lady radiyallahu anha wa ardaha, she left everything for the sake of Allah. She decided to challenge Fir'aun. يقول قتادة رضي الله عنه ورحمه: كان فرعون أعتى أهل الأرض وأكفرهم، فوالله ما ضر امرأة كفر زوجها ولا صدها عن عبادة ربها. He said Fir'aun was the most corrupted man on the face of earth. Fir'aun. But yet she decided to go against the will of her husband. And what did he do? He fried her under the sun. He tortured her under the sun. And the only question that she had for Fir'aun and the followers of Fir'aun was, ما فعل موسى وهارون? How was the condition of Musa wa Harun? And do not think, ya ikhwati fillah, that Fir'aun did not care about Asiya, did not love her. He loved her so much. He loved her so much. He adored her so much. When Fir'aun decided to slaughter every son, every boy that is born that year, she was the one who saved him from Musa. وأوحينا إلى أم موسى أن أرضعيه فإذا خفت عليه فألقيه في اليم ولا تخافي ولا تحزني إن رادوه إليك وجاعلوه من المرسلين فالتقطه آل فرعون ليكون لهم عدوا وحزنا حتى قال الله سبحانه وتعالى, when she saw Musa عليه السلام as a child, and Musa as a child was so beautiful يا إخوتي في الله, لأن الله يقول وألقيت عليك محبة مني ولتصنع على عيني. And when she saw that child, she fell in love with him. فقالت قرة عين لي ولك لا تقتله. Fir'aun, the man who issued the order that every boy that is born this year must be killed, but because of the love that he had for us, he said no. For her, let that boy go. But when comes the Iman and Kufr, he said no, she has to die. And he placed her under a rock. And he said to her, either you will come back from the deen of Musa and Harun, or you will be smashed and killed under that rock. And she died under that rock. What our sisters don't know nowadays, ya ikhwati fillah, it's not what these women were, this woman, particular woman was auctioning. La. What they don't know is, they are the secret weapons of Islam. They are the source of power in Islam. Without them, this ummah will be destroyed. And unfortunately, they don't read that Ibrahim alayhi salam, when he was all by himself, traveling through a continent, the only woman that believed in him, or the only person, was Sarah, his wife. When Musa alayhi salam was traveling through the darkness, the only person believed in him was his wife. When Ayub was left alone to the point that, according to the Mu'arrikhin, that his wife was working as a servant maid for the people to support, that person was his wife only. When Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam brought this message to us, the only person who accepted and believed in him was Khadija radiyallahu anha. Women, at the time of hardship, this ummah runs to their women. This ummah runs to their women. We run to our women. But if our women are only concerned what to wear, what to say in public places, what to watch, what type of music or nasheed we should listen to. This is the end of this ummah. This is the end, ya ikhwati fillah. Our sisters have to understand that Allah has blessed them with authority and power that they undermine day and night. Fir'aun, the only thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the story of Asiya was when Allah said in Surah in the Quran, وَضَرَبَ اللَّهُ مَثَلًا لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. Imagine, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala set an example, لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, for those who believe. Wouldn't you and I think that maybe Allah would talk about Umar ibn Khattab? Maybe Allah would talk about Abu Bakr as-Siddiq? Maybe Allah would talk about one of the great Sahaba? Maybe Allah would mention one of the great men in the past? لا والله. قال وضرب الله مثلا للذين آمنوا امرأة فرعون. The highest example, ya ikhwati fillah, that Allah has chosen for you and I to follow as a role model was the life of the wife of Fir'aun. امرأة فرعون إذ قالت ربي ابن لي عندك بيتا في الجنة ونجني من فرعون وعملي ونجني من القوم الظالمين أقول ما تسمع واستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. تقدم يا إخوتي في الله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا قيل لكم تفسحوا في المجالس فافسحوا يفسح الله لكم. تقدم يا إخوتي في الله. وإذا قيل انشزوا فانشزوا يرفع الله الذين آمنوا منكم والذين أوتوا العلم درجات. إخوتي في الله, I know in your mind you're still thinking, what was that important that this lady had to come out and auction it to the people and raise over 3.5 million last week, and the bidding was still on, ikhwati fillah. What was it? What was that thing that was so important? But if you go back to the tafsir of the ayah, يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى وضرب الله مثلا للذين آمنوا امرأة فرعون إذ قالت ربي ابن لي عندك بيتا في الجنة. يقول العلماء كما قال ابن جرير وكما قال غيره سألت الجوار قبل الدار. سألت الجوار قبل الدار. She asked about the neighbor before the dwelling. She did not say رب ابن لي بيتا عندك. No. قال رب ابن لي عندك بيتا في الجنة. العندية قبل المبيت. She asked that she should be close to Allah before she asked for the house. وهذا أعلى وأغلى المطالب. When a person asks Allah, I don't want any house. I don't want a house the highest. No, I want the house that is closest to you. I want a place not only in Jannah, but that is so close to you, عندك. Al-Indiyya, as though it is right there, in your hand. وَنَجِّنِي مِن فِرْعَوْنَ, and protect me from Fir'aun. But Brother Saeed, you just told us that he killed her, that she died. How could Allah state in the Quran that she requested him to protect from Fir'aun and his people? But they killed her. They killed her. لأن النجاة الحقيقية يا إخوتي في الله نجاة الإيمان. True safety and security is the security of the Iman. She asked Allah to protect her from the fitna of Fir'aun. لذلك الله أنجى إيمانها قبل بدنها. Allah saved her Iman before He saved her body. Because the Iman, it is the most important thing. Now, what would we do when we have brothers and sisters accepting Christianity, leaving Islam and accepting Christianity, but they're healthy, mashallah, they fit, they're running around, but what would that benefit us? And I want to say something to the brothers. This term that we are the fastest growing religion in the world is a lie. I'm sorry to shock you, but it's a lie. They told us to say this. The moment that you heard this word, oh, we are the fastest growing religion, what do? We relax. We relax. And we say, look, we're not doing much, but Allah is taking care of His deen. In reality, that is not the case. Only few years, Muslims were majority in Africa. But the Christianity is majority nowadays. How did that happen? Was only few years when countries like Malaysia or Indonesia were 100% or 99.0 Muslims. But today, only 85%. What happened to the rest of the Muslims? What happened to them? They became Christians. But they told us we are the fastest growing religion on earth. We gain one and we lose thousands. We have one of them accepting Islam, coming to us. We welcome them with open arms. But thousands of our children leaving Islam daily. We don't count those. We've been told lies. Yes. And this, ya ikhwati fillah, the most important thing to save is not the physical body of the individuals, is the faith. When she requested, وَنَجِّنِي مِنْ فِرْعَوْنَ وَعَمَلِهِ, Allah indeed protected her from Fir'aun and Kufr. وَنَجِّنِي مِنَ الْقَوْمِ الظَّالِمِينَ. Yes, she died as مؤمنة. ويقول رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم في مسند أحمد أفضل نساء أهل الجنة. He said the best women of Jannah, خديجة بنت خويلد وفاطمة بنت محمد ومريم بنت عمران وآسيا بنت مزاحم. Why? She died under the torch of Fir'aun. Now, our sisters do not understand, we as husbands and brothers and fathers, do not understand the importance of sisters in our community. The role that they should play. We undermine that a lot. But I'll tell you, ikhwati fillah, what was this thing that's so precious? That this lady came forward in public and she auctioned. And the people were betting. And they paid over $3.5 million, more expensive than this whole facility. You know what that was? It wasn't her heart that she donated to a needy person. It was not her eyes that she said this is for needy people. It was not anything but her virginity. Have you ever thought about that? Have you? Never. That it came to my mind that a woman will come in public, a kafira, and say, I'm auctioning this, my virginity. And the kuffar people were betting $3.5 million in this society. We raise our children. In this society, our children, our daughters, they may see them as a role model. In this society, we see them the best. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. Ya Muslimun, Muslims, wake up. This is what they were taught. And they will be taught in schools. They will be taught. This is what we call freedom. This is a way of life. وَرَحِمَ اللَّهِ عَائِشَةَ وَرَحِمَ اللَّهِ أَسْمَاءَ وَرَحِمَ اللَّهِ the wives of the Sahaba and the wives and the Salihat min al-Mu'minat. Allah, Allah ya ikhwati fillah. This ummah, the only thing that we have is our honor. And our honor is our women. Fear Allah concerning them and teach them. Allow them to explore this deen and learn. Allow them to become alimat. And you may say, Brother Saeed, maybe it was only Hafsa bint Sirin. Maybe it was only Fatima who can do the work. But no, nowadays sisters are doing better work than us. I don't know her personally, but I will use one example. Dr. Farhat Hashmi. Muslim women in the city of Toronto, who has grandchildren in terms of ilm, which means she taught women, and her student taught other women, and she became the grandmother of a student that she never met. When she's teaching on the net, 800 people are listening. 800 people, sisters are listening. MashaAllah. Our sisters ahead of us are ahead of us, far ahead of us. But you and I, look, Allah يقول, yes, الرجال قوامون. Qawama in what if we're not doing our jobs? Qawama in what if you don't know the tafsir of the basic, just amma? Qawama of what, how can you lead when you're ignorant? And Umar bin Khattab used to say, تعلموا قبل أن تسودوا. Learn before you lead. Learn before you become a father. Learn before you become a husband. Learn before you become in charge of the affairs of the ummah. Learn first. Look, people are on waiting lists in our classes. And we as men, MashaAllah, غثاء كغثاء السيل. Allow your brothers to come to the masjid, ya ikhwati fillah. Wallahi thumma wallahi ya ikhwati fillah. إِن لَمْ نُغَيِّرْ مِنْ حَالِنَا. If we don't change our condition, if we don't take the banner of Islam with our own hands and lead the ummah, Allah will replace us. For allow, encourage, force them if you have to, our children to learn this deen, our daughters to learn this deen. Salah ad-Din, who raised him, ya ikhwati fillah? His mother. Bukhari, who raised him? His mother. Shafi'i, who's raised him? His mother. The Imam Malik, his mother. Layth bin Sa'd, his mother. Sheikh bin Baz, his mother. Not the fathers, their mothers. Their mothers. So we need our sisters to understand that without them, we are destroyed. And with them, bi'idnillahi subhanahu wa ta'ala, this ummah will restore, we will restore our dignity once again. So, if you see your daughter is a brilliant child, don't ask her to become a doctor. We have enough doctors. Don't ask her to become an engineer. We have enough engineers. We don't have one single hospital, but we have thousands, hundreds of thousands of doctors. We don't have one company, Muslim company, who would hire engineers, but we have thousands of them. But take that young lady and send her to Al-Huda, for example. Al-Huda school. When these women and other alike teach, and let them become alimat. And when they learn their deen, they're the one who will kick us out of the house for Salat al-Fajr. Will force us to leave the house and not irtahi. La wallahi. La wallahi. Not irtah wajlis la. So ya ikhwati fillah, in conclusion, I would say, nasiha to myself and to you, pay attention to the sisters and do not neglect them, because we do neglect sisters a lot. Our deen gave them the honor, respect, but we stripped that from them. Respect them, allow them to learn, encourage them to learn, facilitate for them, and make them the mothers of the leaders of future of this ummah. أقول ما تسمعون واستغفر الله لك فاستغفروه. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الكفرة والمشركين. اللهم أعنا يا أرحم الراحمين على رفع راية الإسلام. اللهم أعنا يا أكرم الأكرمين على رفع راية الإسلام. اللهم هد نساءنا، اللهم بارك فيهن، اللهم بارك فيهن واجعلهن صالحات. وأقم الصلاة يرحمني يرحمكم الله.